Hi,
Hello.
Lisa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good, good, good on this beautiful, beautiful morning. It's going to
Mm-hmm.
be a little hot, but I'm prepared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's going to be hot here too. The sun
Yeah,
is already beaming down on me.
I
So,
can see.
yeah, but it's going to be good. It's all good.
Well,
Great. So today, what's happening today? I think we're on 50.
yes, and it's chapter 8,
Ooh,
Do Unto Others.
okay.
And day 50 is Serving Others Will Help You.
Okay. Well, let me get that up.
Let's see what's going on. Up.
Here we go. Oops. Chapter 8, Do Unto Others. Successful people know how to treat others. Week 8 includes articles about how to get along with others, both personally and professionally.
Week 8, we have been doing this for 2 months.
Oh,
That
wow.
is awesome.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. I will start
Go ahead.
since you started. Day 50. Serving others will help you. John Wanamaker, the Philadelphia merchant king, once said that the most profitable habit is that of rendering useful service where it is not expected. Napoleon Hill added that one of the surest ways to achieve your own success is by helping others to attain theirs. But Hill also cautioned that it takes a conscious effort to give your time and energy to others. You can't simply say, all right, I'm willing to help anyone who needs my help. That's true. You'll never get anything done. He suggested making a creative project out of rendering service to your fellow man. Hill offered a few down to earth examples to help you think of ways that you can win friends by helping others. A few years ago, there was a merchant out east who built a successful business through a very simple process. Every hour or so, one of his clerks checked the parking meters near the store. When the clerk spotted an expired meter, he dropped a coin in the slot and attached a note to the car. It said that the merchant was pleased to protect him against the inconvenience of a parking ticket. Many motorists dropped in to thank the merchant and remained to buy something. What a creative idea. How about telling me a little more, Lisa?
Another example was of the owner of a big Boston men's store who inserted nearly neatly printed cards in the pocket of each suit he sold. It told the purchaser that if he found the suit satisfactory, he could take the card back after 6 months and exchange it for a necktie he chose. Naturally, the buyer always came back pleased with the suit and was a ripe prospect for another sale. And finally, the highest paid woman employee of the Bankers Trust Company in New York City got her start by offering to work for 3 months without pay in order to demonstrate her executive ability at no risk to the bank. Actually, there's a very good and selfish reason to lend a hand to others in need. Regardless of how capable or how independent you may be, there will come a time when you will have to call on someone else for help. When I was a kid growing up on a farm in Oklahoma, I learned a lesson about the practical aspects of helping others that has lasted a lifetime. My dad had assigned me to drive the tractor from our home to a field a few miles away with instructions to take the back roads to avoid traffic, to drive especially slowly because of a recent rain had made the roads muddy and slippery, and not to stop for anything. I liked driving the tractor, and I cheerfully set off on my mission, but I was a little selective in following the instructions. I was having great fun, slipping and sliding on the muddy roads when I came upon a couple of farmers who had slid off the road and stuck their pickup truck. Let me move this away in the ditch. They yelled for me to stop and give them a hand, but remembering my dad's order not to stop for anything, I ignored them. I had driven less than a mile when the same fate befell me. Driving too fast, I suddenly slipped off the road. The more I tried to escape, the deeper I slid in the ditch. I was hopelessly stuck when the two men I had passed earlier came driving slowly in my direction. I was too embarrassed to ask them for help, but they stopped anyways. With very little conversation, they slogged around in the mud, attached a chain to my tractor, and pulled me out of the ditch. When I asked how I might repay them, one of them, a kindly old fellow, said, "It is not necessary to pay us. We're happy to be able to help you. But the next time you see someone in trouble, don't drive on by like you don't see them. Stop and lend a hand. And when you do, think about this experience. That will be payment enough for us." I can tell you that single experience made an indelible impression upon me. I realize that there are times when you can't simply follow instructions. You must use your own good sense. I never forgot that old fellow's kindness, and I've spent a lifetime paying him back. I think that's what Napoleon Hill meant when he said that when you treat others as you would like to be treated, you set in motion a force for good that will return to you many times over.
I really, really like this chapter. Some positive action steps for today. Deal with others as if your reputation were on the line. It is. Treat everyone as you would want to be treated. And don't settle for what's expected of you. Go the extra mile. Wow, today's going to be really, really a lot of fun doing this.
Yep, going the extra mile. I always
Yep,
do that. Treat everyone as you want to be treated. That's part of the golden rule. And you know, think about your reputation as if it was on the line. Well, yeah, of course. Always think of that.
and I would think your friendship too. If I
Yeah,
was not nice to you, you know, you
yeah,
wouldn't want to do this with me.
that's right.
And I certainly wouldn't not want to do this with you if you were not nice to me,
Yeah.
and things happen and sometimes we're supposed to meet and you can't or I can't and we kind of accept, and I think that's why we have a good relationship because
hmm
yeah,
Yeah, that's why it works out, and we're passionate and forgiving, and we treat everyone the way we would want to be treated, right? We treat each other that way.
absolutely. Well, definitely go out and help your neighbors and people that you might want to walk by. Stop
hmm
and do something about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
a great day, Lisa. Being
All right.
generous.
All right. You as well. And I will see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye bye.
Then, okay. Bye-bye. Um, here we go. Bye now.